Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Distinguished guests, members, friends, and all those joining us today, good evening, and welcome to this momentous occasion, the opening ceremony of Dai Cultural Association. It is truly an honor and privilege to have you all with us as we launch this exciting new chapter. We are excited about the potential that lies ahead, and we are grateful for the support and commitment each one of you brings to this community. Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the lands on which we gather today, the Darug Nation. We pay our respects to past, present, and emerging. As a mark of respect, I would now like to ask everyone to stand for the national anthem, please.
Australians all let us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soil and wells fertile, above the sky I see. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's stage, where every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and flags on sing, and arms Australia fair. Beneath our radiant Southern Cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands to make His honor welcome us, renown upon the lands. For those who come across the sea, we found blessings to share. With courage let us walk the line to advance Australia fair. Give joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Thank you so much, you may sit, please. مهمانان ارجمند، اعضای محترم دای، حضار گرامی که امروز حضور به هم رساندید، عصر شما بخیر. به مراسم ابتدایی انجمن فرهنگی دای خوش آمدید. ما افتخار داریم که شما را در این برنامه کنار خود داریم تا این فصل جدید و هیجان انگیز را آغاز کنیم. ما از حمایت و تلاش‌های همه شما تا این مرحله سپاسگزاریم. مسیری را که امروز آغاز کردیم مسیر نیست که به تنهایی پیمودیم. ما با شور و شوق، تعهد و قدرت جمعی خود متحد هستیم. At this part of our program, I would be honored to invite Mr. Sheikh Hussain Farhang, President of the Dai Cultural Association, a business person by profession. He also holds academic credential in Farsi literature and has contributed to journalism as freelance reporter in Afghanistan. His diverse experience reflects commitment to community engagement and cross-cultural understanding, making him a vital advocate for the association mission. Mr. Sheikh Hussain Farhang.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. ابتدا جا دارد از حضور صمیمی و باشکوه شما مهمانان گرامی، رهبران جامعه، و نماینده های پارلمان و نماینده های دولت محلی و شما عزیزان، خواهران و برادران، در برنامه افتتاح دفتر کمیونیتی دای عرض مقدم و خوش آمدید بگویم. واقعا برای ما افتخاری بیش از این نیست و جا دارد از حضور مؤسسات همکار ما، انجمن کاتب هزاره و نماینده هایشان، گروه سبا و دوستان و همکاران ما، فجر اسوسییشن و همچنان نماینده نویتاس فیرفیلد، نماینده SSI Fairfield، همچنان مستر فرانک کاربون، شهردار منطقه فیرفیلد، خانم دیلی، نماینده ایندیپندنت در فدرال پارلمان، و مستر دیوید سالیبا، ممبر اف پارلمان، و همچنان دوست صمیمی ما آقای فرانک ویب از دوستای نزدیک با آقای کریس باون و دفتر اندرو چارتون و همه شما عزیزان و مهمانان گرامی خیر مقدم و خوش آمدید میگوییم. و همچنان جا دارد واقعا از وزارت داخله استرالیا و از انجمن کاتب و نقش رهبری انجمن کاتب در هماهنگی ایجاد کنسورتیوم پارتنرز و مؤسسات همکار در گرفتن این فند ابراز تقدیر و تشکر بکنم. و همچنان جا دارد در غیاب از خانم فرزانه، خانم یازمینه از مؤسسه ستارز که شب و روز تلاش کردن و بی‌دریغ کار کردن و باعث ازی شدن که امروز ما دفتر خدمات مهاجرین کمیونیتی دای به اینجا افتتاح میکنیم، تشکر بکنیم و خواهش میست که حمایت بکنیم از دوستان و عزیزانی که صادقانه به خاطر ایجاد تغییر کار میکنند. دوستان گرامی، من میخواهم به نمایندگی از اعضای پر افتخار کمیونیتی دای، مؤسسین، بزرگان و هیئت اداری و رهبری کمیونیتی دای نکات چند را با شما صحبت بکنم و امیدوارم که پرحرفی نشود خاطر از اینکه وقت بسیار کم برای من داده. یک باور ما این هست و تعهد ما این است که ما در کمیونیتی ها و ظرفیت سازی تمرکز بکنیم، ساختن ساختارهای مدرن، تصویت و تصویب قانوننامه ها، طرز العمل ها و روش هایی که بتواند ما را با دنیای مدرن و ساختارهای جدید معرفی بکند ما تمرکز داریم. و باور ما این هست که رفتن به ساختار، رفتن به قانون، رجوع به سیستم راه ما را برای آینده روشن باز می‌کند. و همچنان در کمیونیتی دای واقعا باور داریم ما باید تنوع پذیر باشیم، ما باید تغییر پذیر باشیم. همونطوری که جامعه از لحاظ اقتصادی، از لحاظ فرهنگی، از لحاظ پیشرفت‌های تکنولوژی در ساعت، در روز، در ثانیه، در دقیقه تغییر می‌کند، ساختار اجتماعی همچنان در حال تغییر است. پس زمان ما می‌توانیم موفق شویم که ساختارهای با ظرفیت مدرن ایجاد کنیم. ما باید نیازمندی‌های 10 سال آینده، 20 سال آینده، 50 سال آینده جامعه خود را باید شناسایی بکنیم. ما باید آسیب شناسی بکنیم که در 10 سال آینده جمعیت و مردم خود را از لحاظ فرهنگی، از لحاظ ظرفیت‌های کاری و از لحاظ از اینکه بتوانیم جامعه را بر طرف رهبری بکنیم که هم برای خود و خانواده ما مفید باشد و هم نیروهای کارا و مفید برای این سرزمین باشد. ما نیاز واقعا به ظرفیت سازی داریم و آزادی داریم و دموکراسی داریم، به انتخابات داریم. رفتن به انتخابات رفتن به آزادی برای ما مسئولیت می آفریند، ما را وادار می کند تا ما مسئولانه برخورد. اون زمان هست که کمتر کسی حاضر می شود که مسئولیت کار کمیونیتی بگیرد. بنابراین تعهد من به عنوان فرزند شما و شما مردم این است که با شفافیت تمام، با مسئولیت تمام برای شما خدمتگزاری کنیم. در این پروژه در نظر داریم برای همه اقوام، برای همه کسانی که اینجا مراجعه میکنند، از هر جنسی هستند، از هر قومی هستند، از هر کشوری هستند، تعهد ما بر این است که ما عادلانه و بدون تبعیض برخورد کنیم. مسئله دیگر که برای ما حائز اهمیت است در کمیونیتی دای، دوستان گرامی، بزرگان، نقش خانم ها هست. اگر زن نبودی پیغمبرای خدا هم نبود، اگر زن نبودی دانشمندان، فیلسوفان و جوامع بشری شکل نمی گرفت، ما و شما هم نبودیم. بنابراین باور ما این هست زنان به عنوان بخش بزرگی از جامعه متحرک باید نقش رهبری داشته باشند. اینا در سطوح رهبری و در ابعاد مختلفی از جامعه تقویت شود تا از این طریق ما بتوانیم خشونت‌های خانوادگی را مهار کنیم، تا از این طریق ما بتوانیم برای خانم‌ها اشتغال زایی بکنیم، تا از این طریق ما بتوانیم فشار زندگی را از روی شانه مردان کمتر کنیم. زنان به عنوان نیروهای فعال وارد جامعه شود، وارد سیاست شود، وارد کمیونیتی شود. مثل همین مجموعه شما الان میبینید، همه ما و شما اظهار خوشی و خرسندی خواهد کرد و در نظر داریم در این بخش توجه بسیار زیاد مطلوب داریم. بخش دیگه که فکر میکنیم برای جامعه ما، برای اینکه بتوانیم حداقل هویت تاریخی و حداقل بخش ارزش‌های اجتماعی خود را در آینده تقویت بکنیم، حمایت از برنامه‌های فرهنگی و ادبی هست. ما در کمیونیتی دای در نظر داریم بر علاوه حمایت از برنامه‌های مذهبی، اعتقادات اسلامی که جزء لاینفک خون و باور ما هست، در نظر داریم برنامه‌های فرهنگی از قبیل ادبیات، شعر، تاریخ، سینما، تئاتر توجه بکنیم و از این طریق فکر میکنیم بخش بزرگی از جامعه ما که جوانان هست، اینا را ما برگردانیم به جامعه و اینا را به عنوان نیروهای کارا و مفید و متحرک در سطح رهبری برای جامعه خود در آینده آماده بسازیم. من باور دارم در 10 سال آینده، در 20 سال آینده در جامعه ما خلای رهبری وجود دارد. بر این خلای رهبری از همین آلا میشه روی شما باید اقدام بکنیم و با استفاده از نیروهای جوان و تحصیل کرده ما میتوانیم با دنیای مدرن آشنا شویم. ما میتوانیم ظرفیت‌های کاری سکتور کمیونیتی را بالا ببریم و از این طریق ما میتوانیم از این تریبوناها سیاستمداران و افراد نخبه و کارکشته را تحویل جامعه کنیم. مورد دیگه که پرحرفی نشد، واقعا باور داریم است که کمیونیتی ها به عنوان رکن چهارم یک حکومت دموکراتیک، به عنوان پول ارتباطی بین دولت و ملت است. ما نقش میانجی و قاصد را داریم. وظیفه ما این هست که مشکلات شخصی، مشکلات جمعی جامعه خود را با سیاستمداران، با دفاتر مختلف برسانیم و از حقوق و منافع شما در هر جایی که هست دفاع بکنیم. باز هم باور داریم با اتحاد و با همبستگی می توانیم به تمام اهدافی که داریم برسیم. نتیجه اتحاد و همبستگی و حمایت از همدیگر امروز ما و شما دفتر کمیونیتی دای را افتتاح می‌کنیم. ما به صراحت اعلام میکنیم اگر حمایت جمعی وجود نمی داشت، اگر توافق جمعی حاصل نمی شد، ما به این موفقیت دست پیدا نمی کردیم. بنابراین خواهش ما است که در تمام سطوح جامعه و در ابعاد مختلف، چه مسائل مذهبی، چه مسائل فرهنگی، چه مسائل دفاع از حقوق اساسی شهروندی که داریم، از همدیگر حمایت بکنیم. ما مخالفی هر نوع ایدئای منفی و ضد همدیگر کار کردن هستیم. هر روشی که جامعه را از هم متفرق میکند دای مخالف است. ما مخالف هستیم. ما دوست داریم همه جامعه با هم صمیمی باشند، با هم روی پلان‌های دراز مدت برای بقای خود، برای پیشرفت خود کار کنند. تشکر از توجه شما. ببخشید به خاطر احترام به مهمانان و مهمانان خارجی ما مجبور هستم یک چند کلمه با زبان انگلیسی هم صحبت بکنم. تشکر از اینکه توجه کردین. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, community members and friends, it's an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate a significant milestone, the grand opening of Dai Cultural Association Office for Settlement Program. This moment represents not only the physical foundation of our organization, but also the realization of a shared vision for our community. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodian of the land on which we gather today and pay more respect to the elders past and present and emerging. Their cultural heritage, which has sustained for tens of thousands of years, is a profound reminder of the importance of connection, resilience, and belonging. I would like to warmly welcome our consortium partners, including representatives from Kateb Hazara Association, SABA Group, Fajar Association. Also, I would like to welcome Dai Federal Member of Parliament of Fowler. And also, I would like to welcome Mr. David Saliba. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. And also, I would like to welcome Fairfield Mayor Frank Carbone from Fairfield City Council. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you here. And also, I would like to welcome my best friend, Frank Whip, a popular man in Maryland's a leader. Thank you. Delegates from Navitas Fairfield, representative from SSI Fairfield, Farzana from CMRC, Zeba Gulzari from STARTS, our dedicated members, community leaders, local government representatives, and supporters. Your hard work and unwavering commitment have brought us here. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to everyone who contributed to making this day possible, especially the Kateb Hazara Association, which has taken the lead in this project, and all our consortium partners. A special thanks to the Department of Home Affairs for providing funding that allowed us to open this office and implement our settlement project. Thanks everyone for your always support. The Dai Cultural Association was founded with a clear mission to support migrants from all backgrounds, particularly those from Afghanistan, in their journey of integration and settlement in Australia. Our vision extends far beyond providing essential service. We aim to foster a deep sense of belonging while celebrating and preserving our rich cultural heritage. Our core values, gender equality, human rights, and the promotion of unity and freedom, are at the heart of everything we do. Through education, cultural exchange, and advocacy, we are committed to helping our community members navigating the challenges of starting a new life while embracing the principle of Australian society. This office is more than a building. It's a home for our community. It will serve as a hub for cultural events, educational programs, and support services. Here we will celebrate our tradition, empower one another, and create opportunities for growth and collaborations. It will also be a place where newcomers can find guidance, support, and connection, whether it's learning about Australian values, accessing resources, or simply finding a space to belong in. This office symbolises hope and unity. Today marks the beginning of an exciting new chapter. Together, we will continue to strengthen our bonds, bridge gaps, and build a future where everyone in our community can thrive. Let us commit ourselves to working hand in hand, not only for our community, but also for the broader Australian society, contributing our unique experience and perspective to enrich this great nation. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this special occasion. Your presence underscores the importance of unity and shared purpose. As we cut the ribbon today, let us remember that this office is a testament to what we can achieve together. Thank you and welcome to Dai Cultural Association office. Thank you so much.
بنی آدم اعضای یکدیگرند که در آفرینش سه یک گوهرند. چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار، دیگر عضوها را نماند قرار. تشکر فراوان از آقای فرهنگ بابت سخنان گرم و زیبایشان. Now we're honored to have Mayor Frank Carbone with us. Mayor Frank Carbone was first elected to Fairfield City Council in September 2008. He won Fairfield City Mayorship in 2012, 2016, and 2021 by popular vote. He also ran a local business for about 20 years and built positive community and commercial partnership in Fairfield City. As a voice for Western Sydney residents, Mayor Frank Carbone has advocated for Fairfield hospital upgrades, housing and planning issues, migration, cost of living, infrastructure, funding distribution, and fair treatment during COVID lockdowns. As mayor, the council has accomplished several major city building projects such as Fairfield Showground redevelopment, city beautification, educational, health and community services, and much more. I would like to ask Mayor Frank Carbone to come to the stage and have a few words. Please make him feel welcome.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's so wonderful to be here today, and I want to thank the association very much for the invitation to be able to come here to be part of this really special occasion, not only, of course, for you and for your community and your association, but for our community here in Fairfield, because this is the story of our city. Over years, over decades, over a very long time, our community has always thrived by having new communities, new community groups settle in our city and work hard to help each other. And together, our community has always stuck together. It has united through good times and through tough times, but none of that could happen without the special work of all the services in our city. But I also want to make mention, of course, to the federal member, Dai Lee, who's also here, and I've got to say I'm feeling a little bit jealous because Dai now has her own association, and I think me and Frank, we're going to form our own, and we're going to call it the Frank Association, Cultural Association, and I think we can do that, Dai. So there's two of us here tonight, so two Franks are always stronger than a Dai, you know that, right? Also to David Saliba, the state member, it's great to have him here as well. And as I was saying a bit earlier, I'm really happy because looking at this room, it reminds me, believe it or not, of the stories I heard from my father and my mother many years ago. The stories of the Italian community coming in the 1960s, sticking together as refugees, economic refugees in those days. But they stuck together to help each other. And whilst today the association opens this place where the community comes together, I just want to remind everybody, it's not just about the four walls, but about the people. So I want to acknowledge all the volunteers, everyone involved in the association, and to also all the various groups that are out there that were earlier named by the President who are coming to support the association today. I want to acknowledge your wonderful work in the community, in supporting those that are doing it tough, those that perhaps come as refugees, that come with very little except for their heritage, their traditions, and of course they come from overseas, many refugees who have escaped the genocide, that have escaped very bad times, and when you put it into context, these are communities, just like when my mum and dad came out, they come here without speaking English. And at a time that's so difficult right now, when we think about the cost of living pressures, we think about the challenges that are out there in our community, we can only imagine how tough it would be to get off a plane today with a little bag and with nothing else. And this is where you are very important. This is where communities, families and friends are really important to support those that can't support themselves. And that's what this is about. It's about supporting others that come down the track, but also maintaining the things that are really important to each and every one of us. And that is our heritage, our traditions, and our culture. Because no matter where we come from, nobody should be able to take that away from us. And that's the wonderful thing about this country, is that it allows us to express ourselves, it allows us to keep our traditions, and it allows us to keep on passing those down to the next generation while still being proud Australians, while still becoming Australians. You look at me, I'm an Italian. When my parents came here, they couldn't speak a word of English. They worked very hard to give me and my brothers a lot of opportunity in this country, and we are forever grateful for everything that they've done. But we know that there are new refugees always coming that always need assistance. And when I mean by assistance, we talked about the community, we talked about the association, but also through various different government departments. Federal, which I know, I'm sure the federal government's supporting the association. State, which I'm sure that they will be here to support you as well. And I can assure you also as a local government, as the mayor, we're also here. So please reach out, and I asked the President to send me an email. We have a lot of different grants and a lot of different abilities to connect you with different agencies in the local area as well. We want to be here to support you and to support your community. Congratulations, well done, and I'm sure that this will be very, very successful, just like many other associations and organisations that have called Fairfield home and have used this as the foundation to the success of their communities. Thank you very much for inviting me, and have a good night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frank Carbone, for your Mayor of Fairfield, for your warm speech and support. دیده بلده تو آزرگی میخوانم، در ساز و رفت دی زنگی میخوانم، در ساز و رفت دی زنگی را خیر دناهور می روم بلبی می خوانم. غمای تو از دل ما پرمش نموشه، گاهی دست ساز جاغوری می خوانم. غمای تو در دل ما گشت درختی به لهجه قرباغی می خوانم. یگو راهی که تنها می شوم من میشینم رفت یک اولنگی می خوانم. اگر از بامیان احوال تو بیا رفتی بی سود و دای کندی می خوانم. دل ما بی تو آوری چون باریه، گاه سبکی مالستانی می خوانم. Now I would like to invite Ms. Zainab Khawari, who is a future lawyer and passionate advocate for women's rights, refugee integration and minority communities. She was founding member of Dai Cultural Association and now serves as secretary. A graduate with double degree in law and accounting. Banu Zainab Khawari.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to start by acknowledging of the Darug Nation, the traditional owner of the land that we gather today, and pay my respect to their elders, both past and present, and future of the Darug Nation. Welcome and thank you for being here to celebrate the launch of the Dai Cultural Association office. This is not just the opening of an office. It is the beginning of a shared journey to build a supportive, inclusive community that welcomes everyone. I want to take a moment to celebrate a remarkable achievement that inspires us all. Nila Ibrahimi, a young Hazara girl, has made us proud by receiving the Children's Peace Award 2024 in Canada. Nila has become a powerful voice for the women and girls of Afghanistan, advocating for their rights and future in a time when they face immense challenges. Her achievement is not just a personal victory. It is a guiding light of hope. We want every woman and girl from Afghanistan to believe that their achievements can create change, not only in their own lives, but in the lives of the others as well. This belief is central to the vision of the Dai Cultural Association. We are here to inspire, support, and empower women and girls of Afghanistan to see their potential and know that their contribution matters, not just locally, but globally. As I share this moment of pride, I also want to share my own journey, a story that has shaped not only who I am, but the foundation of this organization. When I first arrived in Australia in 2015, I was a lonely woman with a young child. I knew no one, and everything felt foreign and overwhelming. I carried with me a dream to be part of a community, to belong, and to give back. I reached out to some community organizations, eager to contribute and make a difference. But instead of being welcomed, I was rejected and excluded. As a single mother with no family here, I was told in so many ways that I didn't belong. That experience deeply hurt me. The scars of that rejection still bleed today. But while it hurt, it did not break me. It inspired me to work harder and dream bigger. It fueled my determination to create a different kind of community, one where no one feels the pain of exclusion, where everyone is welcomed, regardless of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. The dream led to the creation of the Dai Cultural Association. Together with the support of amazing people, many of whom are here today, we built this organization to be a family for those who are arriving in Australia with no one. We want to help them integrate smoothly, support their journey, and ensure they feel valued and accepted. But my journey did not start here in Australia. Before coming here, I was a police officer in Afghanistan. I studied for 4 years at Kabul Police Academy, and I was the only woman in the classroom. That was not an easy journey, but it gave me the strength and perspective I carry with me today. I remember one of my male classmates telling me that he couldn't even remember what his mother's face looked like because in his village, women covered their faces even at home. He shared that studying alongside me transformed his mindset. He began to see women as equal, as individuals with rights and potential. That moment stays with me as a reminder of the power of education and exposure to break down prejudice. Today, my heart aches for the women and girls in Afghanistan who are being banned from schools and workplaces. Their exclusion is not just a loss of them, but a loss for all society. And while that exclusion is devastating, I see echoes of it here in Australia. Here, many women and girls from Afghanistan carry the stigma and limitation of old beliefs, unable to fully embrace their potential. But we are here to help. We are here to open pathways for women and to show them that everyone capable of so much more than the world may lead them to believe. I want every woman to know that she has the same rights and capability as men. But I also know that the change cannot happen without the support of men. That is why I am asking you all, women and men alike, to join me in this mission. Let us work together to change mindset, to create opportunities, and to ensure that every woman can live her life with dignity, freedom, and purpose. Our vision for Dai Cultural Association is simple yet powerful: to build a community that welcomes everyone. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you are religious or non-religious, which part of Afghanistan you are from, or what was your past. What matters is that you are here and you are part of us. Today, as we launch this office, I feel a deep sense of pride and gratitude. This is not just a building. It is a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience, and a testament to what we can achieve when we come together with a shared purpose. To everyone here today, I want to say thank you for believing in this vision, for standing with us, and for helping us build a brighter future. Let this too be the start of something transformative, not just for us, but for all the people who will walk through this door in search of community, support, and belonging. Together, let us create a brighter, more inclusive future. Thank you.
جهان سپاس از فراخوری. It is a privilege to have Ms. Dai with us today. She's an independent federal member of Parliament for Fowler in Western Sydney and the first Australian Vietnamese of refugee background to hold this position. She's a dedicated advocate for multicultural communities, campaigning issues such as housing, healthcare, and employment, and is widely admired for her grassroots approach and commitment to uplifting marginalized voices. It is my pleasure to invite her to the stage. Please welcome her to the stage.
Good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me to be part of a very significant moment in your organisation. And thank you for the Dai Cultural Association, which is my name, Dai. It's spelled exactly the same. So I'm honoured to have an organisation, a name like my name. I want to acknowledge, of course, our Mayor, Frank Carbone, MP David Saliba, and of course, Shir Hussain Fahang, I hope I pronounced it correctly, the President of the Dai Cultural Association, and Zainab Kavari, your story, thank you so much. As I listened to your story, it brought me back to when we first arrived here as refugees from Vietnam. My mother, my late mother, who passed away last year, was also a single mum with 3 daughters. We spent about 4 years in refugee camps in Southeast Asia. And when we first got here, I was about 11 years old. You're going to work out my age. I was about 11 years old. I couldn't speak English. For my mother, there was no organisation, the Dai organisation, to help her integrate into the Australian society. Australia had just come out of the White Australia policy. There was a White Australia policy which kept Australia very white. So we were the first group of Vietnamese refugees under the Prime Minister Malcolm Fraser, who opened the door for Vietnamese refugees to settle here. So we were very fortunate. We had no community organisations, not-for-profit organisations like SSI, START, none of that back in the 70s to help my dear belated mother to adapt. She died, she had a heart problem, but sometimes she was broken-hearted. We had no one here. We had no relatives here at all to help us. And we had no community, no one to reach out to. There was no Cabramatta back then, as busy as it is today, or Fairfield, where it's very multicultural. So I understand the difficulties of that journey, coming to a country with new culture, new traditions, new language. Everything is foreign, but the opportunities are great. Opportunities are there for us to harness and to tap into. It's not so much about people welcoming us. It'd be great if people welcomed us, but it's about how we sense what we can contribute and we make ourselves belong. We have the right to be here because we were accepted to be here. So we are the new Australians. The future is in your children. That's the future. And I can see this community, amazing community, very proactive, gathering together, getting this set up. That is an amazing achievement that you should not forget. 79, I was here. I couldn't speak English. And today, I'm the first ever woman of refugee background standing on the 47th floor of the Federal Parliament advocating advocating for issues that impact us all. I can relate to your stories. I know that journey. So therefore, your children's future, they'll be standing here one day. So dream big. And that is what Australia gives us. Doesn't matter if there are a bit of people who discriminate against us or they put barriers against us. As you said, Zainab, the stones that people throw at you, I say this, you use it to build your foundation, to build the house, to build a strong foundation for you to stand on. So don't give up hope, no matter how much people throw things at you, no matter how much people say things about you, behind your back, you're sideways, whatever, it doesn't matter. You focus on your future, what you want for yourself, for your children, for your family, because you are the new Australians. You will contribute to building this society, to be a multicultural Australia. We are the United Nation of the world, and your culture and tradition will contribute to that. So I can stand here and talk all night, and I'm sure the mayor is saying to me, wind down, so that we can... It's my association. But I am the only independent member of parliament. I'm not associated to any major parties in this area. So please do reach out to me, because you can have a voice in parliament through me. Being an independent member, you have a strong voice. You don't have to align to any parties. You don't have to toe the line of any major parties. You speak for the community. So I look forward to welcoming you into my office. I'm in Candy Heights, and this Sunday I'm heading to Canberra. I will make sure I will talk about you in my speech, and once I do, I will send it to you. But congratulations for this wonderful milestone, and good luck. Have a wonderful future, and know that people like myself and the mayor, we're here. We're here for you. Thank you. Can I say, I was about to read you a poem, which I read this morning at a school event. A poem by a French poet. War. A massacre of people who don't know each other for the profit of people who know each other but don't massacre each other. So think about that. Thank you.
Thank you, Daily Member of Parliament, for attending our event and giving heartwarming speech. We greatly appreciated your support. خزان رفت از دیار دنبره تو شگوفا شد بهار دنبره تو زمستان دو چشمانم بدل شد به تابستان کنار دنبره تو و حالا به مرحله هیجان انگیزی برنامه رسیدیم. به گوش می‌سپاریم به نوای تار دنبره هنرمند محبوب ما آقای کاتب حیدری، یکی از فعالین هنر و موسیقی جوان جامعه ما در شهر سیدنی. خیلی منتظر لحظه بودیم. آقای حیدری از کودکی علاقه‌مند موسیقی و گیتار بود و اکنون محصل سال سوم دانشکده مدیریت ساخت و ساز دانشگاه سیدنی است. آقای حیدری بعد از رفتن به استرالیا به فعالیت‌های هنری پیش پرداخته و جامعه چند فرهنگی استرالیا. به افتخار آقای کاتب حیدری خوب احتفال کنید.
در اول سلام خدمت تقدیم میکنم خدمت دوستان محترم. تشریف آوردین. خدا کنه که خوب و سلامت و سرحال باشین. و بعد بخوام تشکر کنم از انجمن فرهنگی دای که با فراهم نمودن همچین فسیلیتی باعث ایجاد فرصت‌های زیادی برای نوجوانان شده که در فعالیت‌های فرهنگی اشتراک کنند. و بازم منابع خود تشکر میکنم که انجمن فرهنگی دای مرا شایسته دانسته و در افتتاحیه دفتر خویش مرا دعوت کردن که شما را مهمان به یک بچه هم از دیگه تشکر. ببخشید شما کسیار ببخشید بدون سیستم اجرامانی اگر سکوت اختیار کردید حتما صداش بشمون میرسه. چشمان گلم جفت ستاره آی ستاره آی ستاره دکان سرما را کرده اجاره دکان سرما را کرده اجاره اگر یک شب خواب من بیاید خدا عمر با من بخشد دوباره خدا عمر با من بخشد دوباره ستاره آی ستاره پر از رمز و اشاره ستاره آی ستاره پر از رمز و اشاره شب بنشین بابا میخوانم مثل ستاره 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 گلی از دست من بردار و بکن میانه هر دو زلفانت فرو کن میانه هر دو زلفانت فرو کن بر جایی که بودی من نبودم همانجا با خود و گل گفتگو کن همانجا با خود و گل گفتگو کن ستاره ستاره پر از رمز و اشاره ستاره ستاره پر از رمز و اشاره شب بنشین بابا میخوانم مثل ستاره 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 شب بنشین بابا میخوانم مثل ستاره 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 گارم چرانت مشو برا بگردم کوباکو در بدره بگردم کوباکو در بدره آج کب کی مست میرا سوی سهرا دلم از دوریه شد زره زره دلم از دوریه شد زره زره ستاره ستاره پر از رمز و اشاره ستاره ستاره پر از رمز و اشاره شب بنشین بابا میخوانم مثل ستاره 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 شب بنشین بابا میخوانم مثل ستاره 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 برم یا یکی دیگه هم نه یک دونه راضی بشید یا برم اوکی یکی دیگه هم داغیلو برو داره دیده من داغیلو برو داره دیده من قشنگ رنگ رو داره دیده من قشنگ رنگ رو داره دیده من ز خوبی های عالم هرچی دیدی ز خوبی های عالم هرچی دیدی آمرم و بمو داره دیده من آمرم و بمو داره دیده من جهان محوی تماشایی دیده من جهان محوی تماشایی دیده من فدای قد بالایی دیده من فدای قد بالایی دیده من دیاد نکی میا دیوانم شو دیاد نکی میا دیوانم شو امول خند زیبایی دیده من امول خند زیبایی دیده من مردم موگن سفر مورد دیده من مردم موگن سفر مورد دیده من از اینجا خون جگر مورد دیده من از اینجا خواجگان ما را دیده ما پرسیدم نگفت مارو نمارو ما پرسیدم نگفت مارو نمارو من به خبر ما را دیده من به خبر ما را دیده من به خبر ما را دیده خدا به راضی خدا باشه.
Can I get a round of applause for that outstanding performance? We truly appreciate the beautiful music you've shared with us. At this point in the ceremony, we're pleased to have Kulafroz Mohammadi as the Vice President of the Dai Cultural Association and a dedicated community development worker with the SETS project. She brings extensive experience in working with communities and international organizations. Ms. Mohammadi holds a bachelor's degree in English literature from Afghanistan and a master's of social work from India. Currently, she's pursuing her second master's degree in public health at Western Sydney University, further enhancing her expertise to support and empower diverse communities. Please welcome Khanum Mohammadi.
I hope you all enjoy the music, and thank you so much for that nice introduction. First of all, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodian of the land and pay my respect to elders past, present, and emerging. This land always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our office grand opening. And I'm thanking everyone who made this day happen, especially my colleagues, Mr. Fahang and Mr. Askari. Thank you so much for your commitment and hard work, late night meetings. And Ms. Zainab, you're a role model and a symbol of hard working. We are happy to have you in our group. Mr. Zaheen, Mr. Hussaini, Mr. Ali John Ibrahim, which is not present tonight. You all are our backstage workers behind the scenes. You're important. You're all our backbone, especially the treasury. Mr. Khadimi, which always has been our guest attendee in our meetings. And Mr. Naurozi, thank you so much for choosing to work with the DAI and being my colleague. I'm happy to have you to help me out with this project. And hopefully we will have a good, happy and healthy working space. And I'm thanking all the community leaders and elders who has helped DAI to this day. Today we are here for our office grand opening, and as our president, Mr. Farhan said, it's not only a building, and we try to serve it as a hub for cultural events. So if you need a space for any event, birthday parties, functions, or sufre salawat, whatever, you can call us and we will be happy to help you out with a space. And it doesn't goes only to our association member, anyone. If you need this space, this much space, not bigger than this, we would be happy to help out with the space and equipment, whatever. A little bit about the SEEDS project. Settlement Engagement and Transaction Support Program is a national program funded by Department of Home Affairs to help refugee and new arrivals to settle in Australia. This project is designed to help refugee and new arrivals to build capacity, improve social participation, personal and economic well-being, community connectedness. There are different activities to achieve these goals, and we are having in our first year some swimming classes for the women and children, some workshops for the female well-being, health and well-being. We'll have some music and art classes for the youth, and free first aid CPR classes, free white card training for the men who wish to work in construction site. We'll announce it soon. And we will have some social gatherings, cultural events. Also, I'm looking forward to conduct some female-only programs, which we implement this project with our consortium association, and the head is Kateb Hazara Association, and the initial work has been done by them. So the credit goes to them. We are thankful for them that include us in this project, especially Ms. Farzana, Ms. Seba, Ms. Jasmina, who ever worked for this project. In our office, Mr. Nauruzi and I will work in this project, and I am the community development worker. I will work mostly for the coordination, collaboration, and reporting, and Mr. Nauruzi will focus on mostly case management and help us to our day-to-day work and reporting, whatever. So we will work closely with each other, and always either of us will be in the office. So as requested, I'll talk a little bit how I joined the Dai Cultural Association. I came to Australia this year, and I came alone from India. I was studying in India, so I came without my family. And I am living with my Australian family in Lower Blue Mountains. I was not much aware of Afghan communities, and I meet one of them in exam in SSI. We both go for a job exam and interview, and he introduced me to Dai. And I received a very warm welcome from them. I'm thankful for that. They didn't consider like who introduced me or which province of Afghanistan I am to be eligible to be in this group, or whose daughter I am. So I'm thankful for their warm welcome. And later on, I accept to be on Dai board, because not only I have the social work qualification, so this job is good for my educational background, job experience, and professional life, but also I was interested to work for my people. And I know what we experience every day in Afghanistan, what we are going through. The literacy, the poverty, the discrimination, targeted violence and persecution, forced displacement, we know, and we all go through that. So we build these communities to have some events, functions, gatherings, togetherness to overcome those traumas and to help each other here and, if possible, in Afghanistan. So communities and connections are important, and we are stronger together. Relationships are important either in personal life or in social life. And a good example can be how I came to Australia. I get to know Bianca Marlin, she is there today, through the work back in 2016, and we stay connected. So while I was in India and Afghanistan collapsed in the hand of Taliban, and she messaged me, she directed me that, Gul, I'm sorry for your country, and I am happy to help you to come to our country. We have some visas. So I am ready to pay your flight, whatever expenses, whatever I can do, I'll help you out. So We both didn't know much about the procedure, about the system. So we thought if we put the application, we will hear in a month or so. But it was not like that. And she tried to adopt me. So my age was not right for that option. We looked everywhere. So anyway, here I am today and got my humanitarian visa and living with them in Blue Mountains. They accept me as one of their own family member and treat me like their own child. And I love them and respect them like my own parent, and I'll do that for the rest of my life. They are the best human beings I have ever seen. The kindness, the unconditional love, the sharing, the caring. I'm blessed to experience that one. I just do not have themselves. I have their whole extended family. I have my Australian sister, uncle, auntie, cousins, grandpa, and grandma. This is a friendship that ends to a family. I'm living my best day of life with them. Bianca Marlin, I remember that you said, I help you and I hope you help others. Yes, here I am today to help others, and this is a start point for me. Thank you so much, everyone.
تشکر از بانو محمدی. At this part of program, we are delighted to have Dr. David Saliba, member of the Legislative Assembly and MP member of Fairfield. Please welcome him to the stage.
How you doing, everyone? How's things? Okay? Just smiling over there. It's very good to see. This room's absolutely packed. It's busy. It's awesome. I just want to say, and I'll be very quick because I know there's been a lot of speakers and everyone's probably eager to eat and cut the ribbon. But I remember meeting up with the Dai Cultural Association last year in October, and we were talking about how important it was to have a physical footprint in Fairfield. And that's important because it is a sense of identity, and it is important for people to come meet under a shelter to promote the settlement services that they're going to do. And I really want to say that it's great that the federal government support them in this initiative. It's so important. But in addition to that, I know it's tough with respect to newly arrived families coming here in Australia, particularly in Western Sydney. And I want to just quickly talk about some of the challenges you face and some of the services that are available, because it is very important. So the first thing I want to talk about is English literacy. It's so important to get a job, to understand people, to thrive in life. And I know there are various services there, and I'll speak to Dai about that later on. The second thing I want to talk about, and something that's really missed, is digital literacy. The world is transforming. Everyone's using phones, they're using technologies, even government services now. And I try to tell the government that we need to pivot towards non-technical means of helping people, but most government services are accessed through the online space. And so it's very important that we teach people how to use phones, how to use the internet, but also to give you that access to technology as well. We've just opened up the Western Sydney University campus, or the hub here in Fairfield. We're looking to uplift that to help organisations like Dai help your communities uplift in that space, and it's so important. The third thing that's very important, and I know this is very tough, the cost of living crisis is here, but in addition to that, financial literacy, understanding money, understanding how money works for you. Like, I grew up poor, and I'm sure most of you are probably growing up struggling as well. A lot of you have, just like me. And it wasn't until I got older that I realised that you got to make money work for you. And a lot of people, a lot of the rich people out here do that. And it's just important that we have financial literacy training so that yourselves and your kids understand money, so they're not taking out bad loans. They're not making bad financial decisions, because it sets you back years. And so, again, the Western Sydney University are looking at working with them to uplift that too. There's many other things as well, like employability skills, but I really want to talk about a couple of things before I go. The first thing is healthcare. We've just opened up an urgent care clinic here in Fairfield. It's a Medicare urgent care clinic over at the Chase. So please, if your kids or yourselves need urgent health care, it's available just down the road. From December, they're going to be open till 10 p.m. There are a specialist emergency trained doctor, and there are nurses there to be able to triage, and that's very, very important. I noticed there are a lot of kids here. The state government's funded Karatane over at Karama, a world-leading family and child hub. That's going to hopefully be opened next year. So for your kids and toddlers, the first 2,000 days of a child's life is a big deal. It helps set them up for success in the future. That start at school, that start in life, if there are intellectual issues, if there are disabilities, if there is autism, if there are psychological issues, we'll be able to help, and that Karatane place will be able to help in that regard. So it's so important. I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're trying to bolster an integrated network that's here designed to help you thrive. And I look forward to working with you on that regard. And I'll be here tonight as well. If you've got any of those issues, there are a lot of organisations that help. And I know some of them are here today. But thank you so much for your attention. Everyone's smiling, which is a good sign. I look forward to meeting you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. David, for your words and support, and we appreciate your time here. Now we're excited to have Abdul Khalid Alizadeh, who is a dedicated community leader, activist, and entrepreneur with a lifelong commitment to social services and advocacy. A founding board member of the Australian Hazara Federation and the World Hazara Council. He has actively campaigned for Hazara community and refugee rights in Australia since 1999. As a member of the Kateb Hazara Association Management Committee, he continues his work in cultural and social initiatives. Today, he will be sharing a few words with us. Please put your hands together to welcome him to the stage.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. به یاد آوردن فاجعه های گذشته تلاش است برای جلوگیری از تکرار آن در آینده. بنابراین وظیفه اخلاقی خود می‌دانم که در آغاز یاد و خاطره کودکان، زنان و مردان را که در جریان نسل کشی مردم هزاره در افغانستان در پایان قرن 19 و سالهای بعد از آن قربانی شده اند گرامی بدارم. سلام علیکم و رحمت الله و برکاته. First, I want to share a few words in English because member of Parliament, Mayor, of course, and Dai Lee, I never forget your name anymore because I know not Dai on the day of Dai. Yeah, I hope that, as I mentioned just quickly, that we'll be member of the Friendship Committee, Parliamentary Friendship Committee of Hazaras, and we will see you there. You didn't sign yet. Also, Frank Carbone, the mayor, and I didn't catch your name, unfortunately, and the president of Kateb Hazara Association, and Khadimi, members of SABA Group, and also from Fajar Association, I can see my friend there, and any other members of the community, respected leaders, and other members of the Kateb Hazara Association, board members, and also the president of Dai Cultural, Mr. Farhang. I know that there's many other young girls and young boys very active in Dai Cultural. If I name all of them, it's going to be a very long list. And of course, Mr. Farhang is in the front line of servicing for the community at the moment as the president. I just named him, and I apologize for the rest of the members of Dai Cultural Association. Dai Cultural Association, as I know, I think it's about 2.5 years or less than 3 years some members of our community established this very active organization. And we have seen since then that they have a lot of activities, a lot of programs, a lot of meetings. And that activities caught the attention of our community, Afghanistani community, particularly the Hazara community. And it caught the attention of members of Kateb Hazara Association. And we, as soon as we found an opportunity, which was the establishment of the consortium, we said, why we should not have this active organization on board to be part of us and to do job for our community. And we are very happy, actually. And I'm very happy today that you opened the office and there is another organization beside Kateb Hazara Association, beside SABA Group, beside Fajar, beside many other organizations actively standing to serve our community and to serve Australia. It is very happy day that you open your office, and I hope that we work together and we will be shoulder to shoulder with each other serving our community. یک چند جمله دیگر هم در زبان خودم میگیم به خاطری که بیشتر مربوط میشه به جامعه از ما شما. دای کالچرال اسوسییشن یک انجمن جدید نسبتاً در جامعه ماست و چه خوب است که ما انجمن‌های مختلف داشته باشیم. داشتن انجمن‌های مختلف و بیشتر قدرت جامعه است، توانایی جامعه است. یک اشتباهی که ما در گذشته می‌کردیم این بود که البته یک اشتباه عام است در سطح افغانستان، از جمله در جامعه هزاره، که چه در افغانستان چه در بیرون ما همه چیز رو یکی می‌خواستیم. می‌گفتیم یک انجمن داشته باشیم، یک مرکز داشته باشیم، یک چیز داشته باشیم، ولی بعدهای رو متوجه شدیم که اشتباه است. یعنی همه اولا امکان نداره که همه یکی باشن، یک مسیر را داشته باشن، امکان نداره. بعد دوم که این قدرت جامعه رو پایین بیاره. مثلا نمونه شمی تشکیل کنسورتیوم بود یا در فارسی شاید کنسورسیوم میگه که وقتی کاتب استاده شد، دای کالچرال یک بازوی برای کاتب شد، یک دوست در کنار کاتب شد، همچنان دیگر سازمان‌های ارگان‌هایی که موجود بودند. خب این بیانگر از است که اگر ما انجمن‌های بیشتر داشته باشیم توانایی ما بیشتر میشه. فقط تنها چیزی که باید داشته باشیم اینه که هدف مشترک داشته باشیم و هدف ما قدرت جامعه ما باشه، بالا بردن توانایی و ظرفیت جامعه ما باشه و در کنار هم کار کنیم، بر ضد هم دیگر کار نکنیم. این میتونه قدرت جامعه رو بالا. و یکی از اشتباهات البته که در گذشته همیشه تکرار می‌شده بود که ما خیلی به اصطلاح انگلیسی ما پرفکشنیست بودیم، یعنی خیلی هر چیز ما تاپ لولش می‌خوایم، از هم دیگه خود انتظار داریم که پرفکت باشیم. این انتظار رو باید پایین بیاریم. امی یک اصطلاح هست میگه که 50/1 با امی 50/1 یک سیستم ایجاد کنیم در بین خود که هر کسی 50 که بالا بود قدرت و تواناییش، ظرفیتش و کارکردش دیگه کار رو شروع کنیم. به اون خاطر بود وقتی که انجمن دای کالچرال رو ما دیدیم که در صحنه هست، برنامه داره، پروگرام داره، میتینگ داره، جلسه داره، گفتیم خوب است که باید کار را با اینها شروع کنیم. منتظر ننشینیم که اینا باید قدرت 100% پیدا کنه و زمان بریم در کنارش. نه، از امیالی که آغاز کردن میتونیم در کنارشون باشیم. مثلا گروپ سبا رو ببینید، یک زمان برنامه‌هایی که این گروپ بسیار فعال چاونا انجام میده، انجمن کاتب انجام میده، خب چون توانایی و ظرفیت ما کم بود یک انجام بدیم، ولی اینا آمدن در صحنه او کارهایی را که اینا حالا انجام میدهن چقدر بهتر، چقدر خوبتر و ما هم در کنارشون ایستادیم. ما تمام توانی که تا هنوز دانستیم، ظرفیتی که داشتیم در اختیار این گروپ جوانای بسیار فعال ما بوده و از گروپ فجر هم واقعا باید تشکر کنیم که بخشی از کنسورتیوم شد. خب ما بخش‌های مختلف نیاز داریم، انجمن‌های مختلف نیاز داریم، در درون جامعه ابعاد مختلف در یک جامعه وجود داره. در هر بخش روحانیون محترم ما اینجا هستن، اینا رو ضرورت داریم دیگه. همین جوان دمبره نواز ما بسیار چقدر قشنگ میخوانه و بدان ضرورت داریم. در جامعه بخشای مختلف از جوان است، پیر است، زن است، مرد است، کار فرهنگی است، کار دینی است، کار اجتماعی است، کار خدماتی است. در هر بخش ما باید نیرو داشته باشیم. وقتی در هر بخش نیرو داشته باشیم، وقتی انجمن‌های مختلف داشتیم و اینا در یک مسیر، البته از یک مسیر نه، یعنی به طرف یک هدف حرکت کردن و همگی ما هدف ما این باشه که بتوانیم یک جامعه قدرتمند داشته باشیم، خوب خدمت کنیم برای جامعه ما. در اون صورت ما میتونیم که یک جامعه بسیار مفید در استرالیا باشیم. امیدوارم که ما بتونیم در کنار هم در آینده دست به دست هم، شانه به شانه هم دیگه کارهای خوبتر و اساسی‌تر و انجام دهیم. و طبعا رئیس محترم انجمن کاتب اینجا هستن، حتما صحبت‌های خواهد داشت و من بیشتر از این وقت شما رو نمیگیرم و بیشتر با شما خداحافظی میکنم. السلام علیکم و رحمت الله.
یک کهکشان سپاس از پیام صحبت‌های انگیزه‌بخش آقای علیزاده گرامی. افتخار داریم که شما را داریم و سپاسمندیم بابت فعالیت‌های شما در جامعه. And now I would be honored to invite Mr. Amin Mahajir, the president of the Kateb Hazara Association, is a respected community elder of the Hazara people in Sydney. A dedicated leader and businessman, he is deeply committed to supporting the Hazara community in promoting their cultural identity. Mr. Amin Mahajir.
Good evening, everybody. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. برای خداوند دانای دانایی خرد خوب است با پیش سخن فردوسی بزرگ مرد خرد آغاز کنم که میگوید پیفکند مطلب پاش بلند که باد و باران نیابد گزند. امیدها و آرزوها از این سنگ پهلوی این کاخ بلندی که پیفکنده شده به همت شما عزیزانی که در اینجا حضور دارد. با که از باد و باران روزگار و آفتهای اجتماعی نیابد کردن پایدار و استوار بماند. از اینکه مسئولین انجمن فرهنگی ادعای این چنین فرصتی را فراهم کردند که چند لحظه‌ای با شما عزیزان امروز در این مکان گرد هم آمده‌ایم، در این لحظه پر افتخار که با هم برای افتتاحیه دفتر انجمن فرهنگی دای جمع شده ایم و من این افتخار دارد شده است تا در کنار شما و پاسداشت این نقطه عطفی مهم بپردازم. امروز نه تنها شاهد بازگشایی یک دفتر یا محل فیزیکی هستیم، بلکه این رویداد نشانگر آغاز فصل نوین در ترویج و اشاعه فرهنگ، هنر و ارزش‌های اصیل انسانی است که در دل این سرزمین در میان اقوام مختلف ریشه دوانده است. انجمن فرهنگی دای فرصتی بی‌نظیری برای تأمل در ارزش‌های مشترک فرهنگی، اجتماعی و گرامی داشت آغاز راه نوین در مسیر اعتلاع فرهنگ و هنر است. انجمن فرهنگی دای نماد عزم و اراده‌ای که ریشه در باور و قدرت فرهنگ و هنر دارد. فرهنگی که هویت ما را شکل داده و هنری که روح جامعه ما را زنده نگه داشته. این انجمن حاصل تلاش گروهی از اندیشمندان، هنرمندان و فرهیختگان است که به شکوفایی ارزش‌های فرهنگی و تقویت همبستگی اجتماعی باور دارند. امروز ما شاهد تولد خانه‌ای هستیم که قرار است معملی برای اندیشه‌های نوی الهام بخش، تلاش‌های خلاقانه و بستری برای تقویت هویت فرهنگی باشد. این دفتر نقطه است که گذشته ما را به آینده روشن متصل کند. مکانی که در اون زبان، هنر، تاریخ ما نه تنها حفظ خواهد شد بلکه فرصت رشد و توسعه نیز خواهد یافت. این انجمن می تواند به عنوان پلی بین فرهنگ‌ها، مکانی برای تبادل اندیشه‌ها و نقطه‌ای برای آغاز حرکت‌های جمعی در مسیر توسعه پایدار فرهنگی عمل کند. در جهانی که تغییرات سریع اجتماعی و فناوری بر همه چیز سایه افکنده است، می تواند معمل آرامش بخشی تداوم ارزش‌های هویتی و تقویت ارتباطی میان نسل‌ها باشد. امروز در این جمع رسالت بزرگی بر عهده ماست، اون که با حمایت از این انجمن و اهداف بالای اون ارزش‌هایی را که میراث دارشان هستیم و نسل‌های آینده منتقل کنیم. این دفتر تنها یک مکان فیزیکی نیست، بلکه یک نقطه امیدی، یک کانون اندیشه و یک منبع الهام است که قرار است در سایه همت شما روشنایی بخش مسیر فرهنگی جامعه ما باشد. اجازه بدید از این فرصت استفاده کنم و از همه افرادی که با تلاش و همت بی‌دریغ خود این روز فرخنده را ممکن ساختند سپاسگزاری کنم. هیئت مؤسسین محترم شما امروز نه تنها یک دفتر بلکه دریچه‌ای به سوی آینده بهتر و روشن‌تر گشوده‌اند. آرزو می‌کنم که این انجمن بتواند با حمایت شما گام‌های بزرگی در جهت اعتلای فرهنگ و هنر بردارد و میراث ماندگاری برای نسل‌های آینده بر جا گذارد. بیایید دست در دست هم برای ساختن جامعه فرهنگی تر، آگاه تر و متعالی تر تلاش کنیم. با آرزوی موفقیت و سربلندی برای همه شما و برای انجمن فرهنگی دایم.
جهان سپاس از صحبت‌های خوبی آقای مهاجره گرامی. جامعه بدون حضور علما و فرهنگیان جامعه نابرابری است. ما خوشحالیم علمای کرام و فرهنگیان انجمن را در کنارش داریم. و حال صمیمانه جناب حجت اسلام دکتر محمد باقر حسینی، فعال فرهنگی اجتماعی، فارغ التحصیل دکترای حقوقی کیفری به جرم‌شناسی، دانش آموزه حوزه علمیه و همچنان که ما به مرکز ارشاد صمیمانه دعوت به عمل می‌کنیم و به تشریف آورده صحبت نمایید و شما خواهش می‌کنم تشکر.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. بنده هم ابتدا به نوبه پیش افتتاح دفتر انجمن فرهنگی دای تبریک عرض میکنم و خوشحالی و شادمانی خود را به همه شما عزیزان، مخصوصاً مسئولین و اعضای انجمن فرهنگی دای تقدیم می‌کنم. خوشحالم که فرصتی دست داد تا در خدمت شما عزیزان باشم. امروز وقتی که این جمع جوان و فرهنگی را از نزدیک دیدیم که با فعالیت‌های بسیار ارزشمند گامی دیگری را در راستای ارائه خدمات فرهنگی و اجتماعی برداشتند، واقعا خیلی خوشحال شدم و تا حدودی به یاد دادان جوانی‌های خود افتادم که در کشور دیگری در جمع مهاجرین مشغول فعالیت‌های فرهنگی بودیم، در قالب مجمع فرهنگی دانشگاهیان، در قالب انجمن فرهنگی ابرار، در قالب قانون فرهنگی اجتماعی نسل جوان فعالیت‌هایی را داشتیم و مانند شما عزیزان تب و تلاش‌ها و یک انرژی خاصی در جهت اهداف برنامه‌ای که بود حرکت می‌کردیم. واقعاً کار فرهنگی کار بسیار ارزشمند هست، کاری که انجمن فرهنگی دای در نظر دارد، ارزش‌های بسیار فراوان دارد. حتی از منظر دین هم اگر نگاه بکنیم، در یک روایتی پیامبر گرامی اسلام فرماید که دو چیز بسیار مهم هست، خصلتان لیس فوقهما شیء من البر. دو چیز هست که از او بالاتر چیز دیگری وجود ندارد. می‌فرماید الایمان بالله و النفع لعباد الله. دو چیز، یک ایمان به خدا که از منظر فرهنگ دینی پایه همه چیز هست، ایمان و اعتقاد به خدای متعال، و در قدم دوم النفع لعباد الله، خدمت به مردم. پس از منظر دینی هم اگر بخوایم نگاه بکنیم، کار فرهنگی و اجتماعی و خدمت به مردم، خدمت رسانی به جامعه و هم نوع بسیار ارزشمند است و مورد احترام و تأکید فراوان، مخصوصا در جامعه ما و شما که به هر حال با وجود یک عمر و یک تاریخ بسیار پرفراز و نشیب و دردآور و تلخ و سراسر مشکلات آمدیم در اینجا استقرار پیدا کردیم. یقینا نیاز هست که جمعی از نیروهای علمی و فرهنگی ما و شما برای ارائه خدمات فرهنگی و اجتماعی تلاش کنند و همت کنند. اما در این راستا دو سه نکته را من عرض می‌کنم و دیگر بیشتر از این وقت شما را نمیگیرم. نکته اول این که چیزی که بسیار مهم است، مخصوصا خطاب به عزیزانم در انجمن فرهنگی دای عرض می‌کنم، چیزی که بسیار مهم است و کار را آسان می‌سازد، داشتن انگیزه خدمت است. چون کار فرهنگی و اجتماعی به شدت هزینه‌بر، وقتبر و انرژیبر است و تمام انرژی انسان را به خودش مشغول می‌کند و انسان را خسته می‌سازد. اما چیزی که انسان را در قبال این خستگی‌ها مقاوم می‌سازد اینه که انگیزه خدمت به دیگران و هم نوع وجود داشته باشد. اگر این انگیزه در وجود انسان باشد، با خستگی‌ها می‌تواند به راحتی کنار بیاید. نکته دیگر که بسیار مهم است، ما و شما در استرالیا به خصوص در شهر سیدنی مراکز فرهنگی متعددی داریم، انجمن‌های فرهنگی متعددی هست. برای اینکه کار بهتر پیش برود خوب است که انجمن‌های فرهنگی و مراکز فرهنگی با هم فکری داشته باشد، تقسیم وظایف و پلان و برنامه داشته باشد تا خدای نخواسته دچار فعالیت‌های موازی نشود. تجربه‌ای که بنده از گذشته با خود دارم این است که در گذشته‌ها معمولاً انجمن‌های فرهنگی ما و شما دچار فعالیت‌های موازی می‌شدند. این موازی کاری باعث می‌شد انرژی ها هدر برود، اما نتیجه ها واحد باشه، یک چیز باشه. ما نتوانیم در عرصه های مختلف فعالیت داشته باشیم. پس خوب است که مجموعه انجمن ها هم دیگر رو بشناسند با هم فکری داشته باشند، تقسیم وظایف داشته باشند، تقسیم برنامه داشته باشند و هر کدام از انجمنها بتوانند در بخشی از موضوعات و مسائل انرژی خودشان را صرف بکنند. و نکته پایانی این که انشاءالله امیدوارم عزیزان بر اساس نیازهای زمان، مکان و مخاطب شناسی یک پلانگذاری و هدفگذاری بنیادی و اساسی داشته باشند که انشاءالله در دوره دیگر از نشست این انجمن فرهنگی گزارش‌هایی را دریافت کنیم که حکایتگر از انبوهی از فعالیت‌های موفق انجمن فرهنگی دای باشد. من بار دیگر خوشحالی خود را تقدیم می‌کنم به محضر همه عزیزانمان در انجمن فرهنگی دای و برایشان آرزوی موفقیت و سربلندی داریم. بنده هم به عنوان یک طلبه کوچک به هر حال کاری از دستم برآمدنی باشه یقینا در خدمت شما مردم عزیز دریغ نخواهم کرد و السلام علیکم و رحمت الله و برکاته.
تشکر و جهان سپاس از دکتر محمد باقر حسینی بابت پیام زیبایشان. We're now at the moment we've all been waiting for, the ribbon cutting. I would like to invite Mayor Frank Carbone, Ms. Dai, Community Leader Frank Webb, MP Member of Fairfield David Saliba, Mr. Mohajir, Ms. SABA Group, Ms. Farzana, Mr. Akbari, Dr. Husseini, and Mr. Sohrabi to cut the ribbon and officially launch Dai Cultural Association office. Please welcome them to the stage. Nice.